Hopefully the ones I wrote down are questions that you would like to ask your own child, and hopefully Wells gives us some insight into what he's thinking, you know, into the mind of an autistic brain. That's what we're trying to achieve today. Wells, will you be able to tell us what you're thinking? Are you gonna try?
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Just try. That's all I need you to do. Just try to explain.
No, I actually don't. It's a spring break.
Yeah.
He said that because you were shaking your head. Stop doing that. You're being a bad influence. If you want to influence someone, influence them in a good way.
Yeah, did I want to? You made me. I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
Influence someone. You made me do it.
How did
Stop
I-
acting like I wanted to do it.
Okay, we need to figure out a way to do these videos so that we don't have to all crop into this phone, because this is trying to lean in so you guys can see her. Okay, so the number one question is, Williams, what do you think is autism?
Autism is...
I need you to focus, baby. We can't answer one question. We can't use 10 minutes for one question. What is
Then
autism?
the video will be done quickly.
What do you think is autism to you?
He doesn't.
Chisa, what do you think is autism?
A special need.
Special need.
Why are you copying your sister?
Because it's helping me.
Yes, I am.
But what do you think? That's what I'm asking you. What do you think?
Special need.
Well, I think in layman's terms, autism is a difference in the way your brain thinks.
And the way your brain thinks.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Alright,
There's no
that
reason-
video as I did.
Shh, be quiet. There's no reason for some big definition in my own book. It's just a difference in the way your brain thinks. Your brain thinks differently than...
Your book might be
Neuro-
wrong.
Shh. My book might be wrong. Chisa, be quiet. I'm talking. So that's what I think autism is. And that's how I explained it to Williams when I explained it to him, because I feel like that's all his brain needs to know at this point. So someone said, William, someone is asking you, when did William start talking?
Oh, we had answered that question before.
Yes, but maybe she didn't see the video. So, Wells, when did you start talking?
I started talking when I was a baby.
Well,
Not exactly. Like toddler.
well, that's true. That's yes and no, because what were you saying when you were a baby? When did you start saying meaningful words? I think that's what she's asking. Not like blabbing or scripting. He's always talked, if you didn't know that, Miss Mary Ugenyi. He has always talked, but it was blabbing and scripting and repeating words. But meaningful words, Wells, when did you start saying meaningful words? When you were 4 years old.
I knew that was the answer.
Yeah, when he was 4 years old. So before
But
then...
don't yell in my ear.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, but before then he was blabbing and he
Scripting.
scripting, and he could read. So Wells could read, but he didn't know what he was reading. So he knew C-O-W was cow, C-A-R was car, but he didn't know what a car was. If you showed him a picture of a car, he didn't know what that was. But he could just put letters together. He was good at that. So I hope that answers your question. Miss Mary, thank you for the question. So number 2 question that I have is, Wells, why do you script?
Because I like to.
I know you like to, that's why you do it, but stop playing with this thing. But why do you do it?
Because I like to.
He already answered your question.
I know you like, okay, what does it make you feel? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel excited.
It makes you feel excited. So you think you script because it makes you excited? Huh? Yeah?
Yeah, he said yes.
Okay. So I guess that with people on the spectrum, if you have kids on the spectrum and they're scripting, I always preach to let your autistic child script because it helps with vocabulary at the end of the day, especially if the child is not talking. Scripting will help them get there faster. So scripting is a good thing, but like Well said, scripting also helps them to be excited, to stay happy. Some kids, it keeps them calm. Like if there's so much going on around them, they have sensory problems and all of those things. Scripting can actually block out the rest of the noise.
But why does it say autistic boy? What about girls?
I said Q&A with the 9-year-old autistic boy. I'm talking about Wells.
Oh.
So scripting can help them block out the unwanted or uncomfortable noise around them. So if they would rather script than listen to something that will make them actually have a meltdown, then it's best for them to script. And like Wells said, it makes them excited and happy.
Show.
So Wells, you are showing. Okay. Number 3, Wells. And if you guys have any questions for Wells, please type it in so we can ask him. Number 3, Wells, why do you like flapping? You know, you used to flap your hands, right?
Yeah.
When you were younger, you used to do this. You used to flap
I
your
never
hands.
see him.
You don't remember because you were small. But you used to flap your hands, but now you flap paper or sticks. That's why he holds sticks and paper and anything that can wiggle.
But mommy, my friends say when I was a baby, I could only see black and white.
Your friend said that? No, I think you could see colors. Well, so why do you like flapping? Why do you like holding sticks, holding your papers, all those things? Why do you like doing it?
Because I like to script with those.
You like to script and hold it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it makes me excited.
So the same thing that scripting does for you is the same thing flapping does for you. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Scripting and flapping is like the same thing. If you connect, if it was Wells, scripting and flapping is the same thing because Wells does it together. He scripts while he flaps.
Mama, you're not showing, baby. I'm sorry. You have to lean in. I'm sorry. He scripts and flaps at the same time. Yeah, that's true though. That's true. He's scripting, and then most times he wants to hold something and flap at the same time. So I guess, yeah, it makes you excited. That's why you do it. But why can't you do only one? Must you do both?
Yeah, I do too.
Why do you do both of them?
Because I script with those.
But why can't you script without flapping?
Because I don't like to.
Because you don't like to?
Mom, I know why he can't.
Why?
It's because
I almost fell off this chair. Okay, it's because what?
it's because with his hands, he's making the things that the characters do with his hands. So like if the character was like shaking, he'll do this.
But sometimes his script has nothing to do with any character shaking, actually. He likes to flap his hands, regardless.
And sometimes he does this and then this because the people do it.
Oh, okay. So you think he's imitating the characters?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 4 question is, why is it, Wells, that when I tell you to do something, and I hope this helps someone out there, but when I tell you to do something, you tell me to stop, like when I'm talking. You say, stop talking.
Show.
You are showing, Wells.
She's not letting me show
You
my
are
hand.
showing. Your hands don't have to show. We just need to see your face and your mouth. Can you answer my question? Why is that when I tell you, Mama, lean forward. That's fine.
Wells won't let me.
Lean forward, you're fine.
He'll say, let me show.
Well, why is it that when I'm telling you to do something, you tell me, stop talking, or you're talking too much? Why do you do that?
Because you're yelling.
Sometimes I'm not yelling, though.
Because you look mad at me.
Because I look mad? Well, maybe I look
Because
mad.
I don't want you to say it.
You don't want me to say what?
I want you to say the things that I'm supposed to do.
You don't want me to say the things you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay, but if I tell you to go take a shower, for instance, and it's been 15 minutes and you haven't gone to take a shower.
That's what happens all the time.
Yeah.
Hey!
And then I say...
That's not funny!
And then I say, well...
Stop making me not soup!
I'm asking, the question was, you need to be quiet to listen to the question. So if I say, if after 15 minutes passes and I say, Wells, go take a shower. And they say, stop talking too much. What do you think I should do at that point if you're not going to take a shower when I told you to go take a shower?
Because I don't like taking a shower.
Me neither.
So should I just let you not take a shower? Is that what you're saying? Or how else should I tell you?
I wish.
You wish I'll tell you not to take a shower?
Yeah.
I wish too.
Okay. So, but I'm saying, like, when I tell you to do something, forget shower now. When I tell you to do something and then I say, and I remind you to go do it, you always complain and say, Mommy, you're talking too much. But then you're not doing what I asked you to do. So why do you do that?
I know why.
I know why.
Why?
Because I don't want you to say it.
Mama, why do you think?
But I think why is because Wells doesn't like doing that stuff. So when he says it, when you say it one time, he tries to ignore you. But when he says it the other time, he can't ignore you. So he tells you to stop, so he doesn't have to do it.
Right. Well, I mean, like, if you guys have trouble with this, sometimes with children on the spectrum, it's something that you have to make them do all. How do I put this? Like, if there's something you need them to do that they are not used to doing yet, like right now, I can just say, go take a shower because I expect him to. But in the beginning, Precious Kisses, how are you all doing? Good morning. Hi, good morning. Everybody say good morning.
Good morning.
So, but in the beginning,
Does Williams get ABA therapy?
you answer that one, Tuesday.
He does. He used to, but they're still looking for a therapist.
Yes, he's in between BCBA right now, but yes, he gets ABA therapy.
Mommy, when is this live ending?
Yeah, when is it? We have other things to do.
Be quiet. The other things you have to do is to watch iPad. Good morning, beautiful.
Yeah, actually though.
What was I saying? I was saying something very important. So yeah, so in the beginning with Wells, say for instance, go take a shower. I would actually, of course, for the longest time, I was bathing him, right? But then I taught him how to take a shower. Mama, she says, thank you, baby girl. I taught him how to take a shower. And then I had to teach him the transitioning to go take a shower. Like, Wells, go take a shower. But in that beginning time, ouch, don't pull my earring.
I don't
In that beginning time, I would actually move him to the shower. So just in case any of you...
I never seen you move him to the shower.
Oh yeah. That beginning time, you will not tell Wells to go take a shower and he's going to take a shower.
Mommy, where are we getting our
You have
iPads?
to... When you stop interrupting me, and if you actually help in this video, I need you to help. Stop answering.
I helped, Bobby.
I helped too.
Wells is just telling me because I like to, because I don't like it, because I like it. I need you to think deep in your mind.
Mommy, I do like it.
I know, but I need you to think deep. Like, why do you like
He
it?
hasn't had ABA in a long time. He forgot about how to do that.
I need you to think deep and help Wells. Okay, so in the beginning, you may, if your child is learning something new, you may have to physically move them there to do it, is what I'm trying to say.
I have to move him to you I have to move him to you sometimes when I was like 4.
Move him to me to do what?
Yeah, because he was not listening.
Oh.
He wasn't replying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zita helps when she can. All right, so another question is, Wells, do you want to have friends?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a quick answer. Like you didn't even...
like,
You didn't even think about it. Why are you getting upset right now?
You guys are laughing at me.
I thought we already practiced this many times. When someone's laughing at you, what do you do?
we're not even laughing at you.
But
Ow!
let's say we were. If someone was laughing at you, Wells, what do you do?
Laugh at that. Laugh with them.
Laugh with them. Don't get angry. Don't do that in school. Because guess what's going to happen? They're just going to laugh some more. Right? Is that what you want?
But I did not do that at school.
Okay, don't do it at home either. Practice at home. If you think Zita is laughing at you, just laugh with her. That's it. Do you hear me? Someone says...
was he non-verbal entirely?
Initially.
Initially, when did he start talking?
They meant to say, when did he start talking? Well, we just talked about that before you came. He's always had words, so he was never nonverbal. He's always had words. He could put letters together and say car, cow, all of those things. But if you showed him pictures, he didn't know what they were. So he could read before he could talk, is how they say it. So he could put letters together and read a word, but he couldn't, he didn't understand what he was reading or know what he was saying. Somebody says your daughter reading is what? Expelled? Wow. Oh, excellent. She says your reading is excellent, Mama. This one took forever to learn how to read. So I made Wells teach her. Like when she has problem with reading, Wells will teach her because it's important for the child with autism to also...
Not true.
To flex his strength. So she had a hard time with reading, but she was good with comprehension. Like
I was good with math.
No! Wells taught you math.
I
math
knew
too.
but I knew division. Hear you if she doesn't hear us.
Well, that's what I'm asking. She doesn't. I don't think. Are we live? Are we there?
Can
Okay.
you hear us?
Okay, I think we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so so she says you guys are lucky to have each other at the house because you're teaching each other. Yeah, so
I teach him comprehension.
you teach him comprehension. When Wells has a reading and comprehension work from school, we read it together, and when he doesn't know an answer, Zita helps him with that because she understands comprehension. But
I understand it since first grade.
yeah, but reading, Wells is better off with reading, and so he helps.
That's
Zita.
not true.
Yes, it's true.
All right, read the sentence, Wells.
No, what I mean is he doesn't like.
Die.
Okay, so all right, let's go on. So Wells said he wants to have friends. He said it real quickly. I want to have friends. Wells, why do you want to have friends?
Because nobody likes me.
Because what?
Because nobody wants to play with me.
So you want to have friends because you want people to play with you?
Yeah.
Do you really think nobody wants to play with you?
I like to play with him, but he doesn't like to play with me. He likes to play. He likes me to play with him, but what I mean by he doesn't like to play with me is maybe because you don't have people don't want to play with you because you just want the people to play your game, and the people's game has to just stay in their head because they can't play it.
Yep.
So that's why So that's why sometimes.
Oh, bye, Miss Precious. She says she has to go. She's at work. Bye, Miss. Thank you so much for coming on live.
Thank you so much.
Mama, you know what? You're right because I was gonna make him tell me that because I'm like, when you say people don't want to play with you, is it because you want to play their game or because you want them to play your game? Because most times you just want people to play your game. Wells.
Yeah, probably all the time.
All the time, and we're still working on it. And I told you, you can't be selfish like that. You have to play other people's games if you want them to be your friend, right?
Yeah.
It's give and take with friendship. If you want someone to be your friend, you have to play their game, and then they'll play your game, right? You cannot say, oh, let's just play only my game all the time, and think that just because they're tired of playing your game, now you think nobody wants to be your friend. Really? But I think what we established here is that people on the autism spectrum want to have friends. Sorry, I asked and got disconnected. When did William start talking? Oh, Miss Mary, you got disconnected. Well, yeah, we said Williams has always talked. He's always blabbed and scripted, but he started having meaningful words at 4. But he's always talked. He's always scripted, like repeated words that he heard from TV or something, or from us. But you have meaningful words from 4.
Sometimes he does it from me.
Or from you. Yeah, that's why I said us. You are part of us, girl.
But
What about
mostly
me?
Mostly you.
Yeah, this whole thing is about you. Can we just have a little bit about us?
Shut up.
All right. So, what was my question? Okay, yeah. So you want to have friends because people on the autism spectrum also crave friendship.
Mommy, when does this love ending?
It's ending
Yeah.
soon. So
I'm bored.
be quiet. We're helping people.
We have been here for 24 minutes. I'm done with this. I'm leaving.
They're not getting their iPads. Okay, so let's help some people. We just have a few more minutes. Okay.
But we've been here for 24 minutes.
Alright, when I do my live now, and I don't call you people. You say, "Mommy, we never join your live."
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did. Be quiet. So, so if you have a child on the spectrum and you're wondering if they want to have friends because they love alone time, and they do love alone time, I want you to know that your child craves friendship and will appreciate friendship. And if there's a way for you to teach them social skills, for them to be able to, just like we're teaching Wells to be a good friend, if you can teach them that, it will do them good at the end of the day, because then they have the option to be with friends when they want and then to be alone when they want. Okay, it's good that they have that option. Okay, so last question is, Wells, recently, anything that you do wrong and I call you out and I say, Wells, you did this wrong, you always find someone to blame. You always say somebody else's fault. Why is that?
He did not always. When he was younger, when he was like 6,
Yeah.
he used to blame himself, even if it was somebody else's fault.
That's true. So that's why I said recently. Did you hear me use the word recently?
Nope.
So when he was younger, he would blame himself for everything. Like anything I said, like, Wells, why did you throw this down? And he didn't do it. He'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. And so I taught him, like, you cannot say sorry for something you did not do. You can explain and say, no, I didn't do that.
Stop
or something like that. But now, hey, you guys be quiet so they can hear me. But now,
He pulling out my hair.
I want you to move so I can show. You're the one who's not letting me show.
all right, one more outburst from you guys. That's it for iPad. Seriously, behave yourselves. Mama, I don't see you. And Wells, even if she's leaning forward, you can still show. You need to stop. Do you hear me? You don't need your whole body to be showing.
But will you guys need your whole body to be showing?
How is my whole body showing? Half of my head is not even showing.
Half of my head.
On Instagram. Yeah, it's not showing on Instagram. Half of my head. Half of Zita's head is not showing. Only your own big head is showing. And you're still complaining. Huh?
Look on
Mr.
Instagram.
Apollo.
Like less than half of my head is showing.
Mama, lean forward. I need to figure out how to do this Instagram. Why does Instagram not do landscape live? Like, it has to be vertical. Anyway, so
We can make it landscape. Maybe we can connect the computer to Instagram and then
I don't know how to use Instagram on my computer. I have to figure it out. So what does Miss Mary says, sir, thanks. What are some techniques to promote speech in a 19-month-old? Any tip will be helpful. Thanks. Well, I did a video called speech therapy, something. If you go down on my Instagram, speech therapy, something for different ages. And so it starts with like alphabets. I think it starts with sounds and then alphabets. But if you go to that video, it's called Speech Therapy Tips for Different Stages of Autism. Yes. It's not different ages, it's different stages, because they have different stages, right? Your child might be 6 and they're just learning, and they're just learning how to blab, so it's not about the age. It's about what stage they're on. So yeah, if you go to that video, it's very helpful. It starts from teaching sounds, teaching alphabet sounds, just blabbing, some music, all those kind of things. But I can't go into all that right now. But yeah, if you go to that video, you will find it. So Wells, why do you say everything is someone else's fault?
Because they keep They're making me in trouble.
But even when you do something, when you do something and it's clearly you that did it, when I tell you, Wells, why did you do it? You find somebody to blame. It's Zita's fault. It's Scooby-Doo's fault. It's the people's fault. Anybody's fault, but you don't.
He did not ever say it's Scooby-Dooby-Doo's fault.
I'm just saying that he blames everybody. Why are you smiling? You think this is funny? So why are you always blaming somebody? My earring. Why are you always? This is the last question, so you can go. You need to answer me. Why are you always blaming someone?
If it's the last question, then why are you still focusing on your earring?
Chisa, be quiet. He's talking. What'd you say, Wells? Why you say?
Because they keep talking.
Who keeps talking?
Because the person that I keep blaming keeps talking and looking at me.
That's why it's their fault?
Yeah.
So take for instance, if you spill water on the bed, whose fault is that?
Zita's.
Why is that?
Because she told me to do a balloon fight.
Because she told you to do a balloon fight. So we're talking about a specific scenario here. So he had water.
I never told him. I was doing it by myself because I already put on my clothes.
So he had water to drink, and then he left the water on the bed, and he was doing a balloon fight with Zita, and the water spilled. But he's blaming Zita. So Zita told you to do a balloon fight. Let's even say Zita told you to do a balloon fight. Do you still think it's her fault that the water spilled?
Yeah, because she told me to do a balloon fight.
So if you were a responsible boy, what do you think you should have done? Do you think you were responsible by putting your water on the bed and going to do a balloon fight? Do you think that was smart?
No.
Okay, so if you were...
It's all Zita's fault.
It's all Zita's fault. Okay, so but if you were being smart, what do you think you should have done? If you had water in a cup in your hand and Zita said, come on, Wells, let's do a balloon fight. If you were being smart, what should you have done?
I should say no.
Why?
Because my water was spilled.
Okay, say you really, really want to do the balloon fight. What should you do? With your water in your hand, what should you do with that?
I should not do the balloon fight.
No, let's say you want to do the balloon fight. What should you do with the water in your hand?
Tell Zita to do a balloon fight.
Do you think maybe you can keep the water somewhere?
I know what we can do.
Well, what do you think you should do if you were being smart with the water in your hand? If you really, really wanted to do the balloon fight, what do you think you should do?
I know.
Then say it, Wells.
Because Zita told me to do it, so I did it with her.
Okay. Zita, what do you think he should do if he really wanted to do a balloon fight and you told him and he had water in his hand? What do you think he should do?
He should probably put it on a dresser somewhere that he knows the water won't spill.
What do you think about that answer, Wells?
Like, let's say if he's in the living room, he'll put the water on the counter.
What do you think about that answer, Wells?
Yeah.
You think that's a smart answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think you should have done, Wells? What do you think you should have done when Zita said, let's do a balloon fight and you have water in your hand? What do you think you should have done?
I should say, no, my water will spill.
Okay, and then if you really, really wanted to do the balloon fight, what should you have done with the water in your hand?
I should...
He was probably not listening.
I should put my water somewhere.
Somewhere that is what?
I say, then my water can't spill.
Somewhere safe and your water can't spill. Thank you. You were listening. See? So, whose fault is it that you did not put your water somewhere safe?
Mine.
So, whose fault is it that your water spilled on the bed?
Mine.
Why are you yelling mine?
Because I already said it.
It's a different question. No, it's a different question. I said, whose fault is it that the water did not spill?
Mine.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll let you guys go. But this is the routine I go through every single day. Like, we have to talk and talk and talk. And that's why he says I talk too much. But I talk too much for a reason. Okay? All right. So, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope this blessed someone and someone got something out of it. You guys have an awesome spring break. The kids are home. I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Should I be happy or sad that you are home?
Happy.
247.
Happy.
247. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for all the people who asked questions. Miss Precious, Miss Mary. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right.
I'm happy that.
And like and subscribe and follow.
Don't